Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for Thursday, September 25, 2025. And in the news this evening, man hospitalized after slamming into truck on Spur Tree Hill. A driver who crashed into the back of a truck on Spur Tree Hill on Wednesday night has been hospitalized. Preliminary reports are that late Wednesday, the man was driving a Toyota Wish downhill when he attempted to overtake the truck, which is said to have been laden with the sand. The driver reportedly told the police that while attempting to overtake the truck, he saw a vehicle traveling in the opposite direction and swerved to the left, resulting in the Toyota Wish slamming into the back of the truck. The truck reportedly did not stop. Police theorize that the truck driver might not have been aware of the crash due to the unit being laden with the sand. 2 injured in Mandeville crash. 2 people sustained injuries during a 2-vehicle crash on the Winston Jones Highway near Marshall's Bend in Mandeville Thursday morning. Preliminary reports indicated that at approximately 7:49 a.m., 2 vehicles, a Honda Diesel motor car and a Honda Grace motor car, were traveling in opposite directions when the collision occurred. Eyewitnesses claim that the Diesel was overtaking traffic when it collided with the Honda Grace. The impact caused the vehicle to go off-road and spin. A woman who was traveling in the Grace sustained serious injuries and was quickly transported to the hospital. However, the driver of the Diesel was pinned inside his vehicle. A resident from Marshall's Pen used a crowbar to open a jammed door to free the driver. A nurse also assisted the injured driver. He was transported to the hospital shortly after 8 a.m. Police and the firefighters responded to the scene to help clear the roadway. Taxi operator charged with child trafficking. A taxi operator has been charged with the trafficking of a 16-year-old girl. He is 35-year-old Andre Codnott of Longwall, Stony Hill. According to police reports, in November 2024, Codnott was working as a driver for a rideshare company when he met the teenager who had taken his taxi. After learning she had run away from home, he allegedly offered her employment as a model for his massage company. It is alleged that the two exchanged contact information, and after the girl accepted the offer, she was coerced into performing sexual acts for money with various clients in the corporate area. Codnott allegedly collected the money. In February 2025, a family member located the teenager and reported the matter to the police, prompting an investigation. On September 17, officers from the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch conducted an operation at Codnott's home where he was taken into custody. Acting Senior Superintendent of Police Victor Barrett of SeaTalk said the arrest highlights the Jamaica Constabulary Force's focus on protecting vulnerable people. The Jamaica Constabulary Force is working tirelessly to locate and arrest individuals who exploit children and prey on the most vulnerable in our country, Barrett said. Public support and information on these individuals are crucial to our investigators. They must be brought to justice. The police said investigations into Codnott's operations are ongoing to identify and arrest others involved. Codnott was charged on Monday, September 22. He is scheduled to appear before the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Friday, September 26, 2025. Members of the public with information about human trafficking or other organized crimes are being urged to contact SeaTalk at 876-967-1389, the National Intelligence Bureau at 811, Crime Stop at 311, or the nearest police station. INDECOM probing another police fatal shooting. The Independent Commission of Investigations is probing another fatal shooting by the police this morning after a man was killed during an alleged confrontation in Hungry Town, St. Andrew. As at September 25, some 230 people were fatally shot by the police in Jamaica. The month of September has so far recorded 20 incidents According to data on Indicom's website, 189 people were killed during alleged confrontations with the police for the entire 2024. In the latest incident, reports reaching the news are that about 4:50 a.m. Thursday, a major operation was conducted within the St. Andrew North Police Division, where multiple locations were targeted. The news understands that during this operation, an unidentified man was fatally shot and a firearm and ammunition reportedly seized at a property in Hungrytown off Mannings Hill Road. The Big Yard area of Mannings Hill was also targeted as the police and the military continued their operation. Up to Saturday, 47 illegal guns were seized in the St. Andrew North Police Division. Meanwhile, the police say they are once again appealing to the following persons who are wanted in the division for murder to turn themselves into the Constant Spring Criminal Investigation Branch or the nearest police station. Fabian Watson, also called Bulla, and Tristan, a welder of Florence Hill, St. Andrew, and Hamilton Gardens, Gregory Park, St. Catherine. Chevon Matthews, also called Max, of Zambia Central Village and the Blue Hole District, Red Hills, St. Andrew. Kemar Samuda, also called Skema and the Chopper, of 104 Red Hills Road, Kingston 19 address. Imar Greenham, also called Bully Beef, of 128 Barbican Road, Andrews Pen, Kingston 8. Kenroy Willis, also called the Papa, of a Lawrence Tavern address in St. Andrew, is wanted for murder and is a person of interest in several other shootings and murders. Anyone knowing their whereabouts can contact the St. Andrew North Division at 876-924-1421 or call 119. 2 men killed, policeman injured in reported Wynter Spend confrontation. 2 men were killed on Wednesday and a policeman injured during a police operation in Wynter Spend, St. Catherine. The police reportedly seized an illegal gun and 5 rounds of ammunition during the incident. The deceased have been identified as 23-year-old Malachi Delano McLean, otherwise called a cripple, unemployed of Jones Avenue, Spanish Town, and the 24-year-old Nicoy Nelson, otherwise called the Butcher Boy, a mason of Casual Farm, Wynter's Pen. Reports are that about 7 a.m., the police went into Wynter's Pen on a targeted operation, during which they entered a room of a house where 2 men were seen. The police were reportedly searching the room when gunshots rang out, hitting one of the policemen's ballistic vest, damaging it and injuring him. The police reportedly fired back and both men were injured. A Canik TP9 Elite 9mm pistol, affixed with a magazine containing 5 rounds, was allegedly seized. The injured persons were taken to the Spanish Town Hospital, where the 2 men were pronounced dead and the policeman treated and released. The Independent Commission of Investigations is probing the incident. Indicom probing killing of unidentified man in Old Harbour. The Independent Commission of Investigations is probing a 4th police fatal shooting within the last 48 hours following the killing of an unidentified man in Old Harbour, St. Catherine. Reports are that about 3:45 a.m., acting on intelligence, the police went to Gordonwood District, Church Bend in Old Harbour in search of a gunman. The police cordoned off a section of the community and entered the back of a premises, knocked on a door, and a woman responded. The police entered and started to clear the house when a noise was reportedly overheard in an adjoining section. Checks were made and the man who allegedly had a gun in his hand was observed at a bathroom door. When the police called out to him, he allegedly pointed the weapon at them. The police reportedly took evasive action and fired in the man's direction, injuring him. The police say a .38 revolver loaded with 2 rounds of ammunition was seized from him. He was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced dead. These latest shooting incidents increased the total to 230 persons who have been fatally shot by the security forces so far this year, of which 20 have occurred during the month of September. Tupac listed as a person of interest. The St. Anne police have listed Jordan Hyde, otherwise called the Tupac, of Windsor Heights, Marley, St. Anne's Bay in St. Anne as a person of interest. The police say they believe Hyde can assist them with an ongoing investigation into several incidents in the parish. Hyde is being urged to turn himself into the police immediately. Jordan Hyde, or anyone knowing his whereabouts, is asked to contact the St. Anne's Bay Criminal Investigation Branch at 876-972-2211, the National Intelligence Bureau tip line at 811, Crime Stop at 311, the 119 police emergency number, or the nearest police station. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.